The map domain identifies where and how different populations live, providing a clear picture of the size, location, and demographic and behavioral characteristics of your current or potential program users in any geography. This video will teach you how to make a map. Before we get started, check to make sure you are working in your program area by checking the program box at the top of your screen. Most users will only have one program listed, but it's a good idea to check to make sure you're in the right workspace as you get started. Now let's go ahead and make a map. The easiest way to access the map is to use the Map button on the home page. If you've already started a map and want to go back to it, you can click on the Open Saved Map link. If you're starting a new map from scratch, click on Start New Map. Let's start a new map together. Once you're on the map page, you will see several different features in addition to the map itself. Manipulating the map or the features along the top of the map will change the display of information on the map. The features to the side of the map display information about the area you've selected, and the features on the bottom of the map will save, export, or analyze the information you've selected. To start to make a map, you need to choose your location mode. To view the different types of populations living in any geography, the default mode of Find Audiences by Location is already set. However, to search for a specific population and identify the locations where that population lives, switch to the Find Location by Audience mode. This mode allows you to look for areas with different concentrations of populations. It also allows you to set a threshold for the audiences that you're looking for. For this example, let's use the default Find Audience by Location mode. You will see the state that you are working in the state dropdown, as well as an active data layer dropdown. The active data layers are an important element of the mapping functionality. This function allows you to look at your populations in different ways depending on your program priorities. For example, you may want to see which counties have higher concentrations of non-participation. Note the data layer legend will appear in the data layer legend box to the right of the map. You can see the types of populations living in the areas you identified through the data layers, as well as the volume of those people during this process. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Once you've chosen your location, and if you want to apply a data layer, the next step is to select the geography that you'd like to work with. You can do so by clicking on any area of interest and selecting one or many locations. Use the magnifying glass at the top left-hand corner of the map to zoom into any location, starting from the state level view all the way down to the block group level. You'll notice that as you make your selections, the information display on the right-hand side of the screen will change. You can review the distribution of different types of populations, called target audiences, as well as the racial breakdown of people living in that area. To learn more about each audience found, put your cursor over the audience name in the target audience distribution box. The description box that appears includes a demographic and behavioral snapshot of each audience. Clicking the link in the description will take you to a longer target audience profile. Here, you can also view the percentage this audience is of the total population in that area, as well as the actual number of people in that group. The race distribution for the different target audiences in the geography you selected will appear in the race distribution box. Note that changing the selected geography will change the target audiences and resulting race distribution. Your goal during this step is to choose a location that you want to work with. For example, you may want to find an area that is predominantly low-income families or has a high level of Hispanic adults. You can evaluate many different areas and look at many different populations to choose the one that best meets your goals. Once you've determined the area you want to work with, you can save your selection. Saving the map is required to analyze the information about the area and audiences you have chosen. Saving the map also allows you to come back and continue working later on. To save a new map, click the Save Map icon. Choose Save As, where you will be prompted to name your map. If you'd like to print or export the information on the map, for example, to use information about the audience or the volume of audience to plan an event, you can use the Print or Export buttons. To print the map, click on the Print Map icon. To export the map, click the Export icon and choose whether you want to export by volume, audience, or location. If you'd like to continue working and analyze the location and audiences you selected, click the green Analyze Map button. This will move you forward in the vicinity process to the Analyze domain. The Analyze domain will help you analyze the different audiences and locations you've chosen and identify the strategy that will make the most impact for the time and resources you have available. To learn more about the Analyze function, please watch our How to Analyze video in this section.